hotspot up here. Which is, where's the hotspot? Anyway, we'll take this downstairs. First of all, we'll test out that water. We're dying for a bath, eh? Hey! Now boiling hot water coming out of here. Yes. Better have a nice, I was going to say bubbly bath, but I'll just squirt a bit of fairy liquid in it, that'll do it. So I haven't had time to sort of grab all my toiletries and everything. I didn't realise I was going to progress this far. But it's all good. It's all good in the hood. Be my little changing room. But yeah, I shall say to her, she's a nice girl, looks about 10 years younger than me. I shall say to her, do you want me to do, I'll just do her garden. But look at my eye, man. I said I'd do her garden for her, clean her windows as well, man. Not that I'm trying to do anything, I'm just being nice. Yeah, lovely hot water we got. Burn your fingers off now. Didn't forget my clippers. That's what I should have done, man, today. Just stayed in the house, and when they all fucking burst in, just fucking give them all skinheads. I don't know what they thought they were, well, if you refuse to move, they apparently move you. What happens if you ain't moving though? Crazy. I don't know. That judge needs a good fucking whack in the face. Whack round the fucking head. I don't know. I've got so much on them though. I hope they haven't, because all my files are at home, I hope they haven't. In fact, I've locked things, I've put things in certain places, so I know where if they've been anywhere. Probably tried to remove all incriminating evidence that points to them. I'll show you my thingy bob in a minute. Where is it? My letter from my social worker, one of them, Amy, what she said about Clarion. I'll find it later and I'll read it. I'll upload it actually. Where is it? Here we go. Letter for the court, which we didn't even get. He hasn't even seen this. That's what I mean. He's such a wanker. I might have to just start posting all this to him so he fucking sees what he's done wrong. Because what you got here, you got Clarion saying, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not meeting them. But you got Amy here, right? That's why I said to Amy, can you watch what I'm doing here, Amy? And you'll see what they're up to. Anyway, Amy's wrote. She put here. I'm writing a letter on Philip Homewood's behalf. I've been supporting Philip since August 2025 previously been known, blah, blah, blah. Philip has a diagnosis of autism and ADHD, which can impact his mental health, blah, blah, blah. There appears to be a breakdown in the conversation between Clarion and Philip, and the repairs need to be completed. So Philip worked with social services, decluttered his house. It says here, recently I've emailed Clarion and put in a formal complaint due to the lack of response from Clarion. I've been trying to communicate with Clarion to resolve the issues, as Philip would like to move forward, and this is having an impact on his mental health. I'm currently emailing and making phone calls to find out information, blah, blah, blah. Listen to this bit, which is just crazy. Impact his mental health, blah, blah, blah. Appointments was made with the sustainment officer, but this person never attended to these appointments. I've recently had a phone call from Marcy, and she agreed a new point of contact, blah, blah, blah. There's been several conversations with Philip regarding the property. It's got here about the impact of my health. She's even saying there that she's been there and that they haven't turned up. They're blaming me not for turning up. That's why I said to Amy, can you come along and you'll see that they don't turn up. In fact, I'm going to their head office. Now I'm done and dusted with Clarion. I'm going to go up to their head office. I'm going to show them everything I've got. I've had 2 different doctors write to them. They just ignore them. Might be time for a protest, you know. Yeah, this guy had 2 appointments and never tended to any of them because Amy was waiting there. I don't know. Fucking bunch of numpties. Oops, pardon me. Just get me milk out. I think we've got some hot water at last coming along. Yeah, quite a big house this is really. I suppose I got here about, what time did I get here? We meant to go here about 4 o'clock. I thought, oh no, who's this posh bird? She got out, she was as common as me, which is always a good thing. Yeah, I reckon we should have my decks in here. Telly over there. See these? We need to go upstairs. Plug this in out here. I've got a smart meter here. Bad. Let's just make sure that everything's still super warm out of there. Or one of them. Super cold. Yay! Yes. Dee-dee-dee. Little gauges. Is that pressure? Oh right, so you get to turn the, well, even though you're doing both of them, you can turn the heating down. I've got it fast, I think. But, just for the crack, we'll just leave it like that. Yeah, I went to have a bath thinking it was all hot. This bit's drying out. She had a leak or something. Good job I bought my camping kettle. So I've got my proper kettle indoors. But I think the social workers could get all that for me. Or if he has any grief, I'll just fucking go in there myself and get it. Then again, the way I can get in my house, I've still got a fucking... I can't really get my records out of my house the way I'm getting into the house. To be honest, once you're inside, I can just fucking remove them metal panels. Yeah. Hopefully, we don't have to do that shit. God, my eyes coming right out. Right, what needs to go upstairs? That sticky tape, I've got to sort them drones out. All my numbers keep flying off my drones. My lip seal, that needs to go in the bathroom. So I've only got a pathetically bit of stuff here really. All that I could cram into my tent. Which was a few clothes. Obviously my radios and that. And drones. But the letters they write you, that's why I've got to go up to Clary and I've got to sit down with them. No matter what they've done to me, I've got to sit down and make sure that they know what they've done to me. All them threatening letters, harassing phone calls, which I've saved a lot of them. I think Marcy just didn't like me because when she first turned up, I think she was used to yes people. I soon sort of fed out with her. She tried to, I swore at her and she tried saying, what did she say? Something about people with ADHD don't swear. I said, you need to go and do some research there. Because she clearly ain't got a clue. Either way, I've got to bring that company down a bit. The good thing is I've got all the evidence, man. Every single bit, all the lies. What I don't realise is people with ADHD are lazy bastards, man. Any paperwork I'd keep. They come up with some right shit that I had the police round, there was blood on the door. Well, my social worker checked through, there was no police and there was no blood on the door. It's just fucking pure bullshit they're all making up. And that was the geezer next door. Coming out with that. Might be some fucking blood on your fucking door soon, chav. I've got it all, mate, got it all. All the names, all the photographs you can see are taken from next door. All because I asked you to keep your dog quiet and then you all went mental. You called me a skinhead cunt, so I called you what they call the travellers, the P word. And it all went from there. I was starting to get along with him again, but I ain't now, man. Not now, seeing what they said. But that's all good, man. You know what I mean? You sow your own seeds there, mate. You and next door, the old white van man, who's fucking driven enough old people away. You've sown your own seeds. And what comes around, goes around. Yeah. But it won't be me. Nothing to do with me. I don't know. And then the lady, the traveller lady, said, you shouldn't even be there anyway. I said, well, you shouldn't even be in the house, should you? Do you know what I mean? Why get in your caravan? Not that I'm really freaking out about them, you know what I mean? Well, I am, really, when I look at what they've said. What a load of old bullshit. I don't know. Yeah, white van man, he'll be in for a shock. I'll have to go and let my mate Gary know. Make sure you're busy, Gaz, a certain night. Because he did live next door, Gary and his missus, lovely couple. The white van man drove them away. Look at him. The other old couple next door, the lesbian girls, he drove them away. And he keeps coming out with bits of bullshit about me, but I pull him up every time in the road. I say, what did you fucking say about me? And he just goes, he shits himself. I don't know. Crazy. In fact, I'll get all that paperwork over here tomorrow. Once I get in the house, I'll get all that out here. And I'll show you some of the ridiculous stuff that's on it. The police came round and there was blood on the door. If I get in trouble, right, and the police come round, the social workers are instantly told. And Amy said, I had nothing. I said, no, you won't do. So like today I had a bit of a police check. I said, the only stuff you got on me is like years ago. But they do that, but it's all good. Fucking, I don't know. Crazy. Anyway, but they're celebrating, but you won't be celebrating for long, no? No. See, I thought about the day that I might leave Adlo, and I thought about all the motherfuckers that have crossed me in Adlo. And that's all I'm going to say. And there's, what? Probably 3 people. Anyway, it wasn't me. Hello, mate. Nah, new house. Well, yeah, new house. New everything. To be honest, the white van man, he's upset that many fucking people. You could go around and do his tyres and he wouldn't have a fucking clue, did he? Because he upsets that many people. Not that I'm going to be doing his tyres. I ain't got a clue how I've done the eye. I've not been punched or anything like that. I think I've turned around where I was camping. Bit of a camp last night. I think I've turned around and smacked you. I've definitely done something. But it's just started coming right up. It's stuck in a bath now. Yeah. Hopefully. I need scissors and that for that. You get all the records in here and we'll be mixing away again. With not a care in the world. Because my decks are left in exactly the same position, my speakers are in the same position, my amp's in the same position. An infection. Yeah, what's that infection you can get in your eye? What's it called? I can't think of it, where you rub it and blink a lot. And it's contagious and caught in the air. What's that called? Somebody help me out. It is conjunctivitis. I don't know what this is. I have to keep an eye on it anyway. Right, where's that other drone? Fucking drones everywhere. That's charged. Got 4 drones out. Yeah, it don't really. Wow, it's getting bigger. I might get it checked out. I can't remember bumping it or anything biting it or anything like that. Right, where's that other battery? Bought another battery for the Elite 01. 50 quid a battery. Expensive hobby. Yeah, I'll try and get it checked out tomorrow. And there we have it. It's time anyway. I've got to bring my clock over, man. All my clocks in the house. I'm going to bring all that in. In fact, I'm going to bring all my belongings. I don't care whether it pisses Chloe or not. They were trying to say that they're going to own every possession in the house. So I went and checked it out legally, and it's a complete load of bullshit. Just say it's more bullshit they feed people to try and scare people. Fucking. And when I was being diagnosed with autism and ADHD, my head was everywhere. And my doctor even wrote to Chloe and said, look, you need to slow down on Phil. And they just completely ignored him. Completely ignored him. But I'm going to go to London. I'm going to go to London with my case and all my stuff. I'm just going to go into there, no matter that I'm not with them anymore. I want to talk to them about the way they treated me after being there so long. And exactly who do they think they are. Yeah. Which will either end up, somebody might look at it, or I might get arrested, who knows, but getting arrested don't bother me, man. Fucking, not at all. And to be honest, I wouldn't really, I wouldn't really attack anybody unless they attack me. How much battery got left on this? 33%. When's that World Cup then? Only tonight? Wow, is that time already? Anyway, I'll be back later.